Hey everyone, it's Pastor Marcus here, and I wanted to take a minute to tell you about a class that we have coming up. It's called Emotionally Healthy Spirituality. It starts on September 15. It's going to be meeting from 5 o'clock to 6:15 on Sunday evenings, and there's a sign-up sheet in the fellowship hall. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with this book and kind of why I'm so excited to lead this class. So I read this book in January of this past year, and it was a season of life for me where I was feeling pretty disconnected from God. That does happen to pastors, by the way. I was feeling kind of far off. I was feeling like all these things that I would normally do to connect with God, you know, my quiet time or devotions or reading scripture or whatever, I just kind of felt like every time I was doing that, I would walk away kind of just going, okay. It didn't have the same impact. I would just I experienced it as kind of like, just felt dry and felt like, boy, what am I really doing here? I don't feel like I'm connecting. I don't feel like I'm really living the life with God that I want to live. And it was disheartening, and I was frustrated, and it felt like no matter what I tried, everything just kept kind of falling flat. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, kind of how to experience God's love and God's presence again. And then enter this book. So I read this book, and it didn't like magically fix my spiritual life, okay? It's not a book that offers like a lot of quick answers to anything. But what it really did was, for me, it helped give me some understanding and some language to talk about what was going on in my life, to talk about what was going on in my heart, in my emotional self, to be able to say, okay, why am I feeling this way? And it also was able to offer up kind of a new vision and some new practices and some new ideas for what it looks like to live my life with Jesus, what it looks like to slow down and to be intentional and to pay attention to the spiritual part of myself, and to rest securely in my relationship with Jesus. It's really, really beautiful, a lot of the things that Pete Scazzaro, the author, talks about. So maybe you're feeling a little bit like I was in January. Maybe you're going through a season of life right now where you're saying, boy, I do feel disconnected. I do feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions, doing the same stuff over and over again. Kind of check it off my checklist and that's it. And maybe you're looking for something more. Maybe you're at a time in your life where you're saying, I want to slow down. I want to be intentional about my relationship with Jesus, and I want this to become an important part of who I am. If you're there, I want to encourage you to sign up for this class and to be a part of it. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm excited to kind of walk with you, walk with anybody who's there through these kind of difficult questions. We'll be able to wrestle with stuff together. We'll be able to be introduced to some new practices and ideas for what life with Jesus looks like. So if you're feeling this way, please think about signing up. Again, it starts September 15. It'll be 8 weeks. We'll go Sunday nights from 5 to 6:15. So again, there's a sign-up sheet in the fellowship hall, and I'll be giving more details and information over the coming weeks. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with the book and why I'm so excited about it. So hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks for listening. We'll see ya.